Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. Question is, are there proven treatments to cure premature ejaculation? And the answer is yes, self-therapy. Now, this is not some kind of wishy-washy advice. This is absolutely true. If you think about therapy, when therapy is advised for people, and all kinds of different therapy, but when therapy is advised to people, it's always for disorders of the mind, or disorders where the root cause is in the mind. And this is actually also the case for premature ejaculation. And also, when you look at all these things for which therapy works, nearly all the time it's because there is some kind of negative thought manifestation. You know, whether someone has post-traumatic stress disorder, whether they have depression, whether they have any one of a number of psychological disorders, then these things generally are looking to stop a kind of a dangerous, not a dangerous, but a damaging pattern of thought processes, and breaking the loop, breaking the chain of thought processes, so that you don't ever kind of descend into the worst that you can. You keep things on a level, you keep things positive, you don't let negative thoughts get a grip and snowball and accumulate and gain momentum. Okay, so let me explain now with premature ejaculation, because you're looking for proven treatments. I take it that maybe you tried things like different positions or different techniques that you use in the bed, the squeeze technique, or delay products such as delay condoms and all these kinds of things. And you will have realized that these things are only temporary measures. They're not permanent cures. And the reason, going back again to therapy in the mind, is because the root cause of premature ejaculation is in your mind. Okay, it's because you go in the bedroom with negative thoughts. And I'm not saying that you're a negative person or anything like that. I'm saying you're going in worrying about premature ejaculation, and probably also feeling inadequate, and you certainly definitely have self-doubt about your ability to perform. And those negative thoughts are really what fear is made up of. Negative thoughts are the beginning of fear. And when you have fear, when you have worry and anxiety and self-doubt, these things eventually lead to your body reacting in a number of ways, but one of which is premature ejaculation. Okay, and this happens if you look at any of these other disorders of the mind where fear is implicated. Then it can often lead, it nearly always leads to physical problems. Here in the bedroom, we're talking about premature ejaculation. In other cases, it may be that you have excessive sweating all over your body, completely drenched. Some people get that problem. There are all manner of problems. Panic attacks is a classic one. When people let negative thought processes, the fear of panic attacks is actually what keeps people having a panic attack. And that is exactly what's happening with your premature ejaculation. The fear of premature ejaculation is actually making premature ejaculation happen. The first time it happened to you, the first time you were dissatisfied with how long you were lasting in bed, it might have just been nothing, But since then you've actually gripped onto this, and it's become a dominating negative thought processes in your head every time you go into the bedroom. And that is why distraction methods work, even though, they don't cure you. Because if you're focused on something else, even if it's only a little bit, it's enough to stop the negative thought processes gaining momentum in your mind. This is also why alcohol works, because alcohol takes away your fear of negative consequences. So if you've had booze and you have sex, then you won't be thinking about premature ejaculation. Or even if somebody told you, or if it appears in your mind, you almost laugh at it, because it's like, well, it's just not going to happen. Because you're in that frame of mind where you just don't believe it. You're not believing in negative outcomes. It's the same reason why antidepressants work, although, who wants to take antidepressants that last all day long? But they relieve anxiety. Fear, anxiety, they're part of the same thing. And by taking these things, some people have accidentally discovered they've been able to last longer. But, you don't want to take mind-bending drugs that last 24 hours a day, I hope. So, proven treatments to cure premature ejaculation. Now we know what you have to do, that you have to get the right mindset, positive mindset, one where you don't fear negative outcomes. And I want to show you a way to do that. I said self-therapy. If you click the link in the description box below, it will take you to a site that has helped thousands of guys cure their premature ejaculation problem. And it's done it via various self-therapeutic techniques that allow you to eventually assume an entirely different mindset. When you go into the bedroom, the only thing you're expecting is a positive outcome. A negative outcome will seem preposterous to you. You won't be thinking negative whatsoever. You won't be fearing anything. You won't have the self-doubt that you've got at the moment. All you'll be expecting is to have an amazing time. You'll be living purely in the moment. You know, it's almost like you could know, or someone could tell you that the world was ending tomorrow, but you and your partner will just be having the most incredible sex, because at that very moment in time, nothing else matters. You won't be thinking about the past. You won't be thinking about anything negative in the future. You'll just be living. That is living life, really. Living life is living in the present. When you're consumed by thoughts about the past and the future, that's what gives rise to not just premature ejaculation, but a whole wealth of different problems that people have. That's why antidepressants are some of the most commonly prescribed drugs in the Western world, because you know a lot of our social structures are broken down, and we've replaced them with things like iPads and iPods and stuff that we just don't need, that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And people are missing something. People know they're missing something. But if you click the link down below, you can get that mindset back that you probably had when you were younger, or that you should have had if you didn't have anyway. But that you can gain that mindset, which is to just be confident, no self-doubt, no worries, no fears, no anxieties, just pure living in the moment. So click on that link, have a look. It's going to blow you away with the advice that it has there, some of which is immediate and you can use straight away. And I'll see you soon in another video. Take care.